Nowhere in man's history does he display more tenacity, more perseverance than in his search for eternal youth. Halting the relentless process of aging has been a constant dream of man's and of woman's.
Hecate, Neotitos Caletheia, Tentes Dules Evgene Pacosan, Que Yuminos Tacoteped, Dehu Tendesian Tahuten.
Eternal youth, is it really a dream, or is it possible that somewhere, someone found the secret? The following experience gave me a new attitude on the whole subject of youth and aging.
Hen ete etos neotetos que kalos gehegas.
September 20th, 8:05 p.m. William Cubby, age 22, deeply concerned with retaining his youthful vigor, his trim physique. This concern had made him a dedicated jogger. Cubby would never know if the jogging really helped. He was the first of a series of Chicagoans who were spared the ordeal of seeing their youth slip away slowly.
Que yuminos tacoteped.
See what can happen with all this emphasis on staying young. Poor old fool.
What's so unusual about a man of 90 having a heart attack and dying?
He was jogging. Jogging! So I'll be happy if I can bend down and tie my shoelaces when I'm 90.
Well, if you take better care of yourself with the proper food and exercise, you should be able to do everything at 90 that you could do at 19.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Mr.
What a lovely morning today.
Yeah.
You notice anything different about me today? Anything different?
Different?
Yes. I lost 5 pounds. Exercise, yoga, 45 minutes a day, and I skipped breakfast. Have we run out of things to do around here?
Oh, no.
You are working on the swinging singles update, Carl, right?
Yeah, that's right.
What have you come up with so far?
Well, listen, there have been a lot of changes in the last 10 years in the dating scene.
Well, that was the reason for the update. You will have it on my desk by Friday, won't you?
Friday, right.
Fine.
That's just a rough draft. Tony, I've got here a very nice French caramel-covered donut. You can have it for breakfast. I won't tell anybody.
And this fellow would have never reached 90 eating Stuff like that.
Yeah, but look what he died from, exercise.
Yeah.
Now, Tony, that is a rough draft, you understand?
I understand
Yeah,
that.
I'm just blocking it out in
I'm
my
just going to
mind.
glance at it, that's all.
Oh, well, it's very rough. What's that?
That's for colds and flu.
What's the other one?
That's vitamin E.
What's that for? You know, Tony, there was something very peculiar about that old jogger.
This is very good, quite good, Carl. We'll get the rest of it on Friday.
He was jogging along the river road.
Carl, forget about that fella. Nobody cares about 90-year-old people.
Tony.
Carl, this is a youth-oriented culture. The music, clothing styles, language. That's where it is news-wise at this point in time.
But that body had no ID on it. I mean, it had no Social Security, it had no Medicaid, Medicare, it had nothing.
Carl, look, last week on the Johnny Carson show, they had an Indian. 110 years old, he wore this feathered war bonnet, and he was doing push-ups. And it was dull.
I get the point, Tony. I get the point.
I hope so.
It's just that, along that particular strip along the river road, means that old jogger had to run for 4 miles. I mean, a 90-year-old man. I mean, if he drove to River Road, they'd have found his car by now. And if somebody dropped him off down there, whoever it was would have come down to claim the body by now. But you're right, Tony. Who cares? Nobody cares. Who cares?
New York wants that swinging singles feature. It wants it light, perceptive, full of insight, and by Friday.
Right. I get it, Tony. Right.
Cut.
The most conservative newspaper in Chicago has a classified column headed Social Clubs. The ads offer computer matching, astrological mating, but it all boils down to a simple need.
You want a girl, right?
Well, no, not exactly. See, what I really want to know is how it all works.
I find you the girl of your dreams is how it works.
And then what happens?
Magic. Love. Maybe even friendship. Here, take one of these cards and fill it out and we'll get started.
Well, can I think about it?
Well, what's to think about it? Oh, now don't be nervous. Why, I take care of everything. Now, generally you meet the girl right here. Usually, come and sit down. Usually with her relatives and, we have a nice cup of tea. Come and sit down.
Yeah, all right.
And it's very informal. Is there something you wanted to tell me? Something you're ashamed of?
No. You see, I'm a newspaper reporter.
Oh, well, that's not so bad. I'll find you a girl anyway.
No, I don't want a girl. You see, I'm looking for an angle for a story I'm writing on the single scene.
You mean you're wasting my time for nothing?
I chose you because I think you've got the whole picture. I mean, the whole schmear. Besides that, I've got a very tough editor, and I've got a very short deadline.
Are you married?
Me? No. What's your biggest competitor?
Oh, singles apartments, singles bars, computer matching.
Oh?
Have you ever been married?
No, never. Computer matching. I thought that went out with love beads.
Oh, well, I watched a lot of them fold up, but there's still a few left.
What's the biggest one?
Max Match.
Max.
Oh, these people. They're only concerned about youth and physical beauty. Egomaniacs trying to hook up with each other.
Yeah.
I mean, charm, steady work, sincerity. These things don't count for anything. You have a good job?
Yeah, it's all right.
What are your hobbies?
None. I'm too busy. I work all the time.
Oh, good. That means you're ambitious. Oh, I've got a lot of nice girls for you to meet.
What? What are you doing there? What do you got, Bella? No, Bella, no, you got the wrong idea. No, I'm not in the market for a wife. Me married? That's ridiculous. No, thanks. Thanks a lot, Bella, but I gotta go to work.
Oh, good. Business does come first. Don't worry. I'll be in touch.
Yeah.
Newspaper man. Author.
Dehuten dezien tahuten. Henhe setule.
September 21st, 8:13 p.m. Cynthia Tibbs, young and beautiful and determined to stay that way, was performing her nightly exercise. Cynthia's concern over aging was more real than she would ever know. September 22nd, 10 a.m. I had spent the night hitting singles bars, hearing all about biorhythms, Harvey Wall bangers, rugby, tuned exhausts, and of course, sex. I got enough to write that part of my feature. Singles apartments were up for the next day, and I found they came in all sizes and varying degrees of exclusivity. I decided to start at the top.
This way. That, please?
Yes, of course, sir. Now I was just looking for someone in authority to give it to.
Thank you.
What did the medical examiner say?
May I ask who you are?
Yes, of course.